Greetings and glad tidings, and welcome to another episode of Community Wellness Life. I'm glad to welcome my good friend here, Andrew Fisher. We met four and a half years ago, roughly, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his story and how we met.
Well, thank you, Rob. It truly was a blessing. I met him in July of 21, and it was a day that has truly changed my life and my walk. I was roughly 282 pounds, full of anxiety, not reading the Bible every day, and that has all changed. And today, I've lost significant amount of weight. I'm down to about 207 pounds, and it's truly the vitamins and these hemp oils that has changed my walk. I was diagnosed with lithium as a cure to bipolar, and right after I met Rob, they realized that I had Graves' disease, and it was really a much simpler fix, and nothing I was doing, prior to meeting Rob was what I needed for my body. So I take hemp oils today. Anxiety has changed. I've dropped down to about 207 pounds and feel amazing. And the reason I'm here is I truly believe that it's changed my life, and I just want other people to take a full-hearted look. Prior to meeting Doc Steve and Rob, I believed in Big Pharma, and I was taking 5 different pills, and I was not happy. And today I'm happy, healthy, and much more flexible, doing yoga and all kinds of healthy things that I wasn't doing prior to July of 21. And so I'm here to tell my story and to hopefully get other people to look at this and just give it a shot for 30 days.
Well, I have to tell you, when I first met Andrew, he couldn't get 2 words out. He was like, I mean, he was having a heck of a time. He had so much lithium in his system at that time. And Doc went over his charts. Me and Doc sat down like we always did after he'd have a consultation, and we devised a plan for him to start using cannabis oil. And it started working fairly quick for him. It wasn't long before he'd come in, and it took a little while to detox off the lithium, but I do believe it was a couple weeks, and he's already had a change of attitude, and he was looking better, and he was more stable, and it was exciting seeing the changes.
Yeah, well, it did take 6 months to get the lithium completely out of my body, but I mean, day one, within 25 minutes of taking the hemp oil, I could feel a change. And there has been in these 4.5 years, there's been a period where I didn't have access to the hemp oil, and I could honestly feel my body going back to the old ways and not taking the oil. And so I truly believe in that, and I set myself up in a way so that I don't have those 3-day stints where I don't have the medicine. But it is what it is, and it just shows you how important it is. So I really think Rob and just don't want to go back to that ever again. And I believe that can help more people. And I've done a lot of studying. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not here to prescribe anything to anybody, but I've seen how this can help with 90% of the diseases out there if you have a person that truly knows what they're doing and is really willing to work with you and get the right medicine in your body. Doc Steve, in a minute and a half, told me what I needed to do, and it's the same instructions 4.5 years later. And so I just truly believe people need to give it a shot, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah. So we both had the privilege of meeting Doc, and I had the privilege of working with him for 2.5 years. His family left me his coat and his stethoscope, and we just
miss the guy.
Yeah, in remembrance of him, we stuck it out here today because he was a big part of both our lives, including the research and development we were able to do in the 2.5 years that we worked together. We had patients we were working with from 6 years old to 96 years old in nursing homes, and Doc had a big contribution to our formulas for experience helping people like Andrew here. And we have many testimonies that we're going to be getting on our channel and let them tell their own story. But I mean, from what I met when I met Andrew and the condition he was in to what I see today is just a 100% improvement. He was on quite a few pharmaceutical drugs too at the time.
Yeah, I was taking 5 pills, and I can honestly say I cannot believe the difference in me. I can remember back I guess we'll say fondly, to first meeting Rob, but I was a mess. And I was taking drugs. I was going to the doctors, asking them for help, and they weren't helping me. And so what's crazy to me is that I was trying to seek help, and Doc Steve was the first guy to truly help me. He listened to what I said in a short period of time and came up with a solution that worked. And if it didn't work, I know because of what I've seen him do, he would have iterated it and made it work. But he took a look at the information that other doctors had and came up with a solution that truly worked. And I'm so blessed today, and I really just want people to get out and do it.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the changes and the cat's out of the bag. I mean, everybody knows about cannabis oil more or less now, or has heard about it, and we are here to teach you and educate you and give you some examples and other people's testimonies on how it helped me, Andrew, and so many other people out there. So we want to thank you for coming in today, Andrew, telling your story.
Great. And sending anybody my way. I have Graves' disease, and I can just talk through it with people if need be, if they want to talk to somebody outside of Rob. But the man saved my life, and I'm happy and joyful today. And thanks again, Rob.
I appreciate you. So anyone suffering from Graves' disease or over-medicated with one medication or another, Andrew would be happy to talk with you or speak with you. Just leave a message in the comments, and we'll make sure that you get that opportunity.
Thank you very much, Rob.